Sammy and Rowan had an instant bond.
You two make the best cuddlers.
Sammy's a very large dog, bigger than Rowan, so he's my son's emotional dog. Sammy started sleeping in his room, going on walks. He was like his guardian angel. But in the beginning, I had no idea what to expect.
Good night, boys.
Well, it all started because we lost both of our dogs, and that was really hard on my son and I. This white cream picture of a dog popped up, and I was like, all right, let's go meet this dog. My son went straight up to him and kissed him on the face.
How much do you love Sammy?
After that, pretty much was like, okay, this is our dog. Unfortunately, poor Sammy did have a kind of rough beginning. 3 months after rescuing Sammy, he just slipped and he started to limp. And he had floating kneecaps and birth defects in both knees.
Go get your boy.
Go get your boy. One step.
Good.
One step at a time.
Good.
You're gonna, one step. Good job, Sammy.
So he wasn't able to walk. And at the same time, I was putting him in physical therapy, so he was getting stronger. He's learning to walk, and Rowan's always on the other side encouraging him.
Good boy.
Over time, he just kept getting stronger in his wheels, and he just took off. Sammy can run in his wheels.
Come on. Go. Go on. Go. Go.
But now Sammy can walk even with physical therapy.
There you go. Good job.
Rowan couldn't read at all. A word, not a word. And then Sammy sat next to him for all his tutoring sessions. And one of his goals was he wanted to read to Sammy.
They started a friendship.
And the end of it, I mean, he was able to read.
They enjoyed playtime.
He and Sammy encourage each other to just keep living the best life that they can with each of their disabilities. If I were to say something to Sammy, and I have to say thank you for loving my son the way you do. There's been really difficult times, but now that we're through it, I couldn't imagine our life without him.
People see them and tell me, watch out for the dog. And I'm like, dude, watch out for both of them.
What are you doing?
Every time Casper sees Marlin chilling outside, he comes to join.
Man, he grabbed your tail.
They never miss a chance to share treats.
Marlin, give him back.
But then, Casper makes it up to Marlin with little massages, and he just melts. I can't help laughing when those two are up to something. Honestly, I never thought they'd grow this close.
Oh my God, you're so pretty.
I brought Marlin home 8 years ago. He was all sweetness right from the start. And then, I always dreamt of a big cockatoo. So I did my research, and when it felt right, Casper became part of our family. The moment I met him, he leaned towards me for a hug. He became like my own little baby. But when it came to introducing them, I was worried. What if they don't get along? Marlin is a giant dog. What if he hurts Casper? To my surprise, it's actually Casper that Marlin needs to watch out for.
Marlin, you have something on your face.
He's indeed a super lovable bird and enjoys snuggling up with Marlin. But if he feels ignored, he'd better run away. Marlin's personality is a complete opposite. He's very calm and gentle. so he will patiently put up with all his little brother's mischiefs. I never expected them to bond like this,
Casper, are you helping me?
but now, seeing them side by side just makes me smile every day. Casper is more than happy to have a big brother, and Marlin doesn't mind having this little troublemaker around. They're total opposites, yet somehow they balance each other just right.
I'm convinced that they don't know that they are different species. Miso also, she barks. And she also walks like a doggy. They actually have the same exact size. When they team up, nothing in the house is safe, especially the socks. I swear, I've never seen a cat and a dog just have this connection. The story of Luna is very interesting because I met her mom in my first year of university. And then she has 2 little doggies. The owner of the mom, he needed someone to take care of Luna for 5 weeks. But at the end, we really fell in love with Luna. She was the most spoiled doggy ever. We take her everywhere. But of course, I feel when she's completely alone in the house, she's sad. Sometimes it was actually hard to keep her entertained because her Pomeranian attitude makes her sassy, but also her Jack Russell attitude. She really needs someone to play with. Then we got Miso. She was a gift from Luna's dad. I was actually really nervous because I didn't know if the kitty would accept Luna. But as soon as we saw Miso, it was love at first sight. It was an instant connection, which was crazy. And since then, they're always together. They don't just get along, they even have their own secret language. Now it's the mini boss and the tiny boss. Everyone just surprised when they see they're best friends. We didn't know we needed them both, and now we can't imagine life without both of them. Now that Miso is with her, Luna is way happier than she was before. They just make each other more complete. Luna will never be sad because Miso definitely knows how to run the show with her.
I think my dog is a Disney princess. One day, Summit met a butterfly, and since then, he's been constantly looking for new friends. Whether it's a lizard, a bird, a snail, he just wants to sniff it. What do you think? Oh, you love it. But he never touches it or goes for it. So it's kind of total surprise because here's a puppy. We weren't looking for a puppy. Their baker had passed away. But the first day I met him, I fell in love with him immediately. He's been so quirky from the beginning. I thought that was so funny. And then every couple months, there's something new. Every day when we go for a walk, he started to be very stubborn. He'll pull big branches with leaves still on them, and he will drag it home. Sometimes it's even bigger than him, so he kind of gets off balance. He acts like a little drama king on 4 legs. And then he just surprised us. When he first saw the butterfly, I wasn't totally sure what he was gonna do. But he really was just so curious. He didn't try to eat it. He was just very gentle with it. One day I couldn't find Summit inside, so I went outside to find him, and he's just sitting with a bird. Like, I don't even know what to do. And it's like, oh my gosh. And he went back for more. He's just like a curious little bunny that just likes to see all these like animals in his little kingdom. Summit is just so special. He's just a really sweet being, and it makes people and other animals want to be around him. You like that one? He has his way of turning everyday moments into little adventures. He surprises me every day, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
When we got Oliver and he sat in his chair, Helen came to the window and they just looked at each other. Good morning. Where's Helen? Oliver never barked at her. He never did the normal dog thing with the squirrel. They just formed a little bond, it seems, through the glass. People are skeptical and they think that it's not real, but it happens every day. He doesn't think of her as anything other than a friend.
Hey, look. Oliver, you're missing it.
At first, Oliver wasn't as interested in Helen as she was interested in him.
She is. There's Helen.
It was a long time ago, about 2017. Helen would come to the window and Oliver's reaction to Helen, he was like, yeah, hey, whatever. Sometimes he would turn his back to her, and then sometimes he would just look back at her. But Helen has kept working on Oliver.
Helen? Oliver?
Until Oliver said, okay, I'll be your friend. She comes at least once a day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. And he would reach toward her in the window. Sometimes he would bark at her like a normal dog would. But then they just look at each other through the window, and it's just very, very consistent. Usually when you see a squirrel, they're like kind of crazy and they just run really fast. But when Oliver goes outside, she'll approach him and she doesn't run away. She knows all of the entrances into our house. So she'll come to the back and stare in the patio door. She could be in any of the windows and she picks the one and she just looks at him. I think she knows that this is a safe place for her. And I could sit there and waste a ton of time and watch them all day long.
Easy?
Honestly, it probably would be a surprise to most people, but they make each other's life better. It just shows that you never really know who can be friends. And I smile every time. It just makes me happy.